With President Bush preparing the United States for a second war against Iraq 11 years after the first, many veterans of the first Gulf War are still dealing with symptoms of post-traumatic stress syndrome, commonly known as shell shock. In dealing with the lasting mental traumas of warfare, many of the veterans have turned to vices. Some turn to drugs, others to alcohol, others still to womanizing. There are other stories, though.
Finally. I thought Star Command would never send reinforcements. Come on. I need you to man the photon torpedoes. Brace yourselves!
Meet former Marine Lance Corporal Lou Fort. Mr. Fort has found a different way to deal with his problem.
I can hear the signal. Klaatu, Baradu, Nikto. They're mocking us.
Mr. Fort has been under medical supervision for this ailment for several years.
Tell us, Doctor, what do you think of Lou Fort's condition?
How the hell should I know? I'm an optometrist, not a head doctor.
Oh, would you look at that? Scotty, how many times have I told you to fix the left turn blinker?
I keep telling him I'm not a head Maybe you can help me out somehow.
We can't be flying around the galaxy with our left turn blinker going on. People will think we're crazy.
A fascinating patient he is. His inner ego has splintered from reality, manifesting itself into a complete transference to science fiction obsessive characteristics, wherein he inadvertently and unconsciously delves into alternate and fictitious realities, completely of his own invention. At the Conference for the Prevention of Sci-Fi Social Psychosis, I presented my theories on such manifestations and outlined a diagnosis for this disorder, which I duly termed the Holstein Franklin Baden-Baden Fortzophrenia.
What's truly amazing about Mr. Fort's case is that he is able to so quickly redefine everyday items to fit within the context of his delusions.
Good God, what's everyone doing standing around here? Who's manning the teleporter?
My research with this patient has indicated that treatment should entail long periods of unconditional love from a woman, preferably. Someone, not unlike myself.
Captain, I've done it! I've tapped into their computer and disabled the quasar pulse cannons.
Did I mention that I am a highly qualified sex therapist as well?
We're saved! Woo! Let's celebrate! Woo-hoo! Yeah!
Why so glum, boys? Didn't everybody just disable a quasar pulse cannon? Hey, why do you always get the Spock mug? No, you can't do that. It's impossible to destroy an entire planet with only 6 Star Destroyers. I'm telling you. Oh yeah? It's not my fault, guys. I mean, come on. You gotta give some blame to Scotty in engineering, right? You guys are the best friends I could ask for. Although your eye wigs me out a little bit. But you're good friends nonetheless. One more picture, and then you gotta cut me off because... I'm sorry, what was your name?
And as with all mental illness, the patient isn't the only victim. Mr. Fort's mother, Barbara, finds herself suffering alongside her son.
You know, I thought his father and I really raised him good. And then what happens? Lou goes off to war, a little powder keg blows up in his face, and suddenly he's a frickin' spaceman. They always blame the mom. You know, back then it was okay to smoke and drink while you were pregnant. Then the Surgeon General put something on the back of a pack of smokes, and suddenly I'm the Antichrist. You know, I think it's that damn rap music.
Oh, fart!
Despite all the popular hype, there's absolutely no conclusive evidence linking the Gulf War combat with his sci-fi social psychosis. Now, the fact of the matter is this fort is nothing more than a lazy whining nincompoop looking for attention, trying to live off the government tit, while the rest of us is working for a living. Now, back in my day, war was glorious. Men were warriors. They fought. They bled. They came back to their wives and children. But never once did they pretend to be Johnny Space Commander.
I am Xylon, Lord Prince of Xykor. You must all bow before my might.
No, sir.
I said I am Xylon, bow before my might.
Now, there's nothing wrong with this fort, fella, that couldn't be fixed with a fine shot with a cattle prod. Fort my ass. Because of his psychosis, Mr. Fort spends much of his time in unproductive pursuits.
There we go, 3PO. We'll have you as good as new in no time. Clean droid is an efficient droid.
But who is able to make the distinction between productive and insane?
Why won't you come clean? Just come clean! Chewie's always well groomed. You could learn something from Chewie.
Yeah, that's it.
Damn it!
You may want to test fire the torpedoes, the photon torpedoes. Yeah, I put the negative anode to the solid waste disposals. No, that's not right.
With another war pending, do we subject more of our sons and daughters to this kind of trauma? Can we save others from sharing the sad fate of Lance Corporal Louis Fort, proud American, tragic sufferer, bona fide wackaloon?
He lost his mind to the enemy in a tale that's true but sad. He spewed his guts on the desert floor and on the corner of Baghdad. But he gave his heart to America like the one that beats into you. He may seem quite retarded, but it's all for the red, white, and you. For the red, white, and you. For the red, white, and